The answer is obvious. The answer is obvious. Look, you see, it appears to me that Sammy Darko wants to use me to rehabilitate his career at the Special Prosecutor Office, which career has crashed. His career has crashed. Look, his position is untenable now. He and Kissi Agyebeng have been caught deceiving the public that they've been investigating the SML matter since January, right? Since 2023. It turns out that they started this year. You see, coupled with the lies the special prosecutor himself gave earlier on, that he had gone to NIB, didn't get help, national security didn't get help, immigration didn't get help, and we've proven him wrong. So look, Sammy Darko and Kissi Agyebeng, look, want to now use me to rehabilitate themselves. It's not on. You can't use me to rehabilitate. You see, Carlos Kaloni, what you are now, I should say, let me rephrase it. What they are doing is that by constantly granting interviews, they are trying to rehabilitate themselves so that it will be like, once you don't shut them out and they keep talking, people will forget what they've done wrong. That is the whole idea. That's the whole idea. So we have to see through it and shut them out and look, they should resign. They can't rehabilitate. This kind of egregious errors cannot be rehabilitated here. Right. This one, they just have to go. You can't have your special prosecutor lying to the public and then his director of strategy coming to rationalize what is indefensible. It's not on. It's not on. We will not move to anything. You see, what is in this, this report he gave, he's just seeking to come into the conversation. So when you put him on TV, then he keeps talking, knowing that for a lot of people, they will soon get tired and move on to something else. And so that means that he keeps a job. Look, Sammy Darko, you are not keeping this job. You and Kissi Agyebeng and this Mr. Krugu, you are going. We've caught you pants down. There's no way you can keep this office. It's not your personal property. You've lost credibility. Your integrity is tattered. You are gone. You are gone.
Mr. Kpebu, okay? Can we come to the substantive?
That's the main thing. Right. There's nothing to report it. What happened there?
Let's come to the substantive one.
Now, Mr. Kaloni, now let's come to the last bit.
Yes, please go ahead.
And this is the super substantive. Yes, thank you. That one is we're done with the super substantive, the more important one. Now, in terms of what he seeks to place there, what he's talking about, you see, when this matter of OSP inviting me first came out, Ghanaians quickly gave the office an answer. Can you investigate yourself? Simple. Can you investigate yourself? There is a lot of wisdom in it. But you see, because they are incompetent and inefficient, they are not getting the answer. So yesterday, we had to finally tell them that maybe the best you can do is to say you're bored, but not yourselves. Maybe, because I say maybe because, look, we are checking other jurisdictions to see other best practices. In a case like that, you have to set up a special committee, not even board members. So we'll look at it and see. That's the jurisprudence. When I say that's the thinking that's emerging from other places. So let's come to it, breaking it further. He put it out in the public, so why not? I'll discuss. You see, when I left when I finished the meeting with the special prosecutor, I chose to say that, I'll keep it confidential. We don't need to embarrass the special prosecutor. But he's chosen to come and embarrass himself. Carlos Kaloni, I have just one simple statement to make, what breaks it down. The officers we met yesterday are subordinates to Kissi Agyebeng. They are subordinates. And you are saying these subordinates should come and collect this information. And I think if Kissi Agyebeng asks them, since they didn't even say they are taking it to go and give the board, they are taking this information to go and give Kissi Agyebeng. You don't see that you are giving him heads up, because remember that from day one when I said that Kissi Agyebeng was corrupt, etc., I also added that I would present a petition to the president for onward submission to the Chief Justice, etc., for his removal. I'm not running away from it. So if you were to give to these subordinates, it will find its hands in it will find itself, the information in the hands of Kissi Agyebeng. And then you would quickly then give him an opportunity to look and do certain things and come out with answers that, oh, there's no merit. So this type of thing you give to an independent body. So that's what we call, you set up a special committee, not even board members. So you see, this simple thing, Ghanaians, look, go to social media. It is awash with lay persons, people who are not lawyers, constantly asking special prosecutor, can you investigate yourself in this case? No, you can't. You can't. And he quickly said, if you take a case to the police, against the police investigate themselves and the rest. Those ones is mentioned. Yes, the police have PIPs. The PIPs is, what do you call it? They've changed the name now, forgotten the name, but it meant Police Professional and Standards and Intelligence Bureau, right? So they investigate policemen, etc. But those are subordinates. Have you ever heard that somebody has reported IGP to PIPs? How can IG's subordinates investigate him? Can't we? That's why I find that this conversation, they want to rehabilitate themselves because the principle is too simple, too fundamental to be explained. He should come and tell us that somebody took IGP to PIPs and IG's subordinates investigated the previous IG, his subordinates. You, Carlos Kaloni, can you investigate Mr. Kenansa, your manager? Can you investigate Mr. Kissi? How? Can you? Where you sit as a subordinate, can you investigate Mr. Kissi or Mr. Kenansa? And even if apart from those ones, let's come for that. The people above you, it cannot work. This simple thing, let's give them a simple answer. But like I said, I've seen through it. This is an attempt to rehabilitate. Carlos Kaloni, let's not give them an opportunity to do this. So at every point in time, we'll repeat that what Sammy Darko doesn't want to hear. They lied. He and Kissi Agyebeng, they came and lied that they went to what? NIB, didn't get help. Went to National Security, didn't get help. That's why Arrest of Uriata went to immigration, didn't get help. It turned out that these are false. These are false. And this alone, without any more, is sufficient for them to leave that office. This alone, you don't need to add any further arguments. This alone are enough.
Mr. Kpebu, let me come in at this point. And by the way, this is not Carlos Kaloni. This is Kenneth Jesse. Carlos has a deeper voice than I do. I want to find out from you, why are you not presenting your evidence to Shraj, but would rather want to present it to the OSP board, Shraj or any other body but the OSP board?
Well, because, you see, there are two different jurisdictions. And remember that the OSP board is not final. We said maybe. So when I was clarifying, I said maybe because, you see, the research is unfolding and showing that in such a case, you go to a special committee, right? So the difference is that if you took it to the special prosecutor, they are able, when they investigate, simple answer, simple. If they investigate, it can lead to a criminal prosecution, okay, which will be far more deterrent, all right,
okay,
than going to Shraj. If you went to Shraj, that would be an administrative inquiry. The consequences are different. The consequences are different. The OSP, they don't do civil administrative inquiries. For them, sometimes they will do like this one that they say they are trying to find a fact finding. But what I mean is that if the information I give is good, it can lead to the criminal prosecution of Kissi Agyebeng himself as special prosecutor. It can lead to his criminal prosecution. But if you took it to Shraj would not do a criminal prosecution. Another event too, you see, there's already a petition with this guy, with Shraj. There's a petition against Kissi Agyebeng and Mr. Alberta Krugu, who is the director of the Asset Recovery and Management Division of the OSP. So Shraj has one. So let's look at mine. As I've said, this particular case has brought to the fore the limitations of our law. That, okay, so in the past, if the allegations are against the head of the institution itself, where should they go? So it tells you that we have to look at how to amend the law so that there will be a special procedure. If you go and give it to these subordinates who are answering to Kissi Agyebeng, you are finished. No, you can't get any proper investigation. So, as I said, I'll be presenting a petition to the president, but the board, when we meet the board, maybe looking at the conversation and everything, we'll see how to do middle grounds. But I'm holding documents, so why would I be running away? I'm not running away to any place. That's why I keep saying that. For me, I granted my interviews first yesterday, and I chose that, because OSP we are trying to find a way to receive the information. I don't need to put these details out. But Sammy Darko, because he wants to rehabilitate himself and Kissi Agyebeng, chose to come and put it out so that you can interview him. So that once he's done with the interview, people will say, oh yeah, I saw you on TV, I saw you on TV. So it helps to generate some acceptability now that their careers have crashed. It helps, but we will not accept it. They can't use these TV programs to rehabilitate themselves, Mr. JC. Mr. JC, we will not allow them to use these TV programs to rehabilitate themselves. That's the point.
You've made your position known that you are hell-bent on seeing that the OSP evacuates his office. Right now, you've told me a few minutes ago that they lied about going to the NIB and so on. Do you have any evidence to that effect?
Oh, yes. Have you read the Manasseh expose? Yes, searches have been done. I have also done some for the NIB one. Yes, I spoke to somebody who was in charge and said he doesn't even know Kissi Agyebeng. Yes, I spoke with the person. So that's my evidence today. If we were to give my number and that person's number to go to MTN, you see a call was made. This. No, Mr. JC, where I've reached, why? I mean, why would I come on this TV to come and peddle falsehood so that you see if you were to push me, then it will just turn out that I'm lying? No. There was a call made. And if push comes to shove, the contents of the call can be obtained. You know, when we make calls, if it comes to push comes to shove, the content itself can be obtained. So I have nothing to be afraid of. I called the person who should have received the request from the OFC, Kissi Agyebeng. He said he went there. He didn't even say the office. So let me say. So I called the person, right? And the person said it's false. He never received any request from Kissi Agyebeng or his office. Never. And asked me that we should ask Kissi Agyebeng to produce that evidence. We challenged Kissi Agyebeng over a week ago. Has he put it out? But we've been challenging him that he should put out the evidence that he went to NIB, etc. He hasn't put it out. So how come today, we're challenging that he should put it out? Ghanaians have been asking, put it out over a week ago. Because I remember the first I did the challenge was last week Tuesday, because that was when I spoke with the person. I just don't want to bring his name in because it's needless. But when he gets there, assuming today Ghanaians get up and say, apart from Kissi Agyebeng leaving his office, they want a commission of inquiry. It will be done in public, Article 278 of the Constitution. I'll come and testify.
Right.
And then all these things will be laid bare, whether I ask the person or not, and the answers the person gave, it will be put out there. So Kissi Agyebeng and Sammy Darko, they should leave that office and stop worrying Ghanaians. It's an abuse of the Constitution.
Right.
It's a betrayal of the public trust.
The OSP says you will be invited at a later date. Would you cooperate if that date is set?
Oh, absolutely. We are all citizens. Why not? I'm not being investigated. I've made allegations of corruption. So they need it to see if they can get further details to go on. But the only problem right now is that they are choosing to use subordinates, people who cannot investigate Kissi Agyebeng. How can you tell the underling to investigate his boss? That's why Mr. JCU, can you investigate Mr. Kwesi Chum? Can you investigate Mr. Kenan Ansa in multimedia? Who born dog? Can you do that? You can't. It's not possible. So you see, simple principles of law, they can't handle. Is it any wonder that they allowed the Furiata to run? Is it any wonder that they are filing charges on causing financial loss, money laundering, which don't belong to them. Because just about 2 years ago, Kissi Agyebeng told us that money laundering is not part of the OSP functions, OSP mandate. Because if you go to section 78, you see the offenses that the OSP can investigate and charge. Right. So he returned Kissi Agyebeng married to him, etc. Now 2 years on, you say you are doing money laundering. When you don't have a court decision, you see, when you are doing governance, you carry the whole society along, whole of society approach or whole of government approach. So between the Kissi Agyebeng time and now, Mr. JC, when Sammy Darko comes, ask him, did they go to court and the court gave interpretation that now they can do money laundering and causing financial loss? If that is so, what you do is that, Mr. JC, this is the point. The way Ghana our system works, if a case goes to court, not all the decisions get put out in public. So if there's a court decision that says now they can do so, what the special prosecutor should have done is that you hold a press conference and then you prep citizens that, oh, I've gone to court and I have a decision that says money laundering is mine, causing financial loss is also mine, though they are not in my act. Right. So you prep the citizens. You don't go and file charges straight, because the moment you do what they've done now, it means that you create suspicion that you just want to go to court, then the court will free the accused. Right. So please ask him, how did their mandate change? Is it a court decision? If it's not a court decision, we don't want such a gamble. What they have to do is that they have to go to court independently without using any accused person as a guinea pig. Don't gamble with anybody, because when you gamble, the person may win and then the public comes up short. It's those things, they are for the Attorney General. So if you think now the court say you can also do money laundering and causing financial loss, bring the decision, let's read so that we'll all be informed, because it's just like, Mr. JC, this news we are, this program we are doing now. Right. It's not possible that every Ghanaian will hear or watch this program. So you have to find a way to pass it on to all Ghanaians. Then we read and then we are abreast. Don't keep it alone, because it beggars believe that OSP now has filed charges for causing financial loss. In the Oforiata case, many charges. Meanwhile, if you ask any lawyer, he'll tell that, oh, causing financial loss is for Attorney General. If you ask any lawyer, money laundering is for Iyoko. So where did they get that power? They should come out and should have told us. Otherwise, the suspicion is that you want Oforiata to walk free. Right. And then the MPA case, you want those people, the MPA case, you want those people to also walk free on the money laundering charges.
Right. Martin Kpebu, thank you very much.